My film movement is called Dogma 95 and it is a Danish film movement. The context behind it is the Cold War, which was a period of political, military, economic, and ideological tension between Western democratic nations led by the US and Eastern communist countries led by the Soviet Union. The Berlin Wall, which was a symbol of the Cold War, came down in 1989, and the end of the Cold War in 1991 officially marked the beginning of the film movement Dogma 95. That is President Reagan and Gorbachev, which was the last leader of the Soviet Union, and that is the Berlin Wall coming down. The end of the Cold War brought an extremely fast progression of the globalization of democracy and capitalism. These forces reunited the world, and as barriers came down, film ideas were made for exploitation across borders. In 1995, digital film technology threatened cinema. It made the cost of all three components of film, which are production, exhibition, and distribution, lower, and made it faster, meaning there was more competition for Hollywood filmmakers. Lars von Trier and Thomas Vinterberg were the main directors of Dogma 95. They started as a movement to prove the point that budgets did not define quality. They had one idea in mind, which was to return to the traditional values of story, acting, and theme, and excluding the use of elaborate special effects or technology. It also pulled from political implications of Italian neorealism and French New Wave. On the left is von Trier, and on the right is Vinterberg. There are many traits that compose the film movement. Von Trier and Vinterberg imposed 10 rules that constituted the movement, known as the Vow of Chastity. These are 10 rules, and the first rule is the film format, which is Academy must be in the 35 millimeters. There must be no genre movements. Temporal and geographical alienation are forbidden, meaning films must be in the present. It also cannot contain superficial actions, meaning no one can get killed because they don't really get killed, like murders or weapons. No optical work or filters, it must be very simple. The film must be in color with no special lighting, and if there is too little light, the scene is just cut out. There must also be a handheld camera. Sound must never be produced apart from the images. It is recorded while they are recording the scene. Shooting is also done on location. No props in set unless they are actually found on the location. And the director is not credited. These shots are from The Celebration by Thomas Vinterberg. And as you can see, the shots are very shaky because of the handheld camera.
Går jeg og kigger på markerne. Mit fædreland. Her er sgu smukt. Jeg får helt lyst til at sætte hjem igen, men det får nok sine problemer. Jeg siger, det får nok sine problemer nu. Ja, jeg skal nok klare det. Ja, det bliver vel chokerende. Hvad? Du falder ud. Okay.
This scene is from Mifune by the director Soren Krog Jacobsen, and in this specific scene you can see how the lighting is set by the lighting in the room, which is natural, it's not artificial.
Det er hende, der skal også ryge.
Nej, du husker det så. Pubererne. Linda ved, jeg kan lykke med en god cigar.
Lykke, det er når min fugle kommer op fra kælderen.
This scene is from The King is Alive by Christian Levering, and this shot You can see the handheld camera, the lighting is all natural coming from the sun, and you can see that shooting is also done on location.
I can do it better. Can I do it again?
Yeah, sure.
I must give this. I must change arms at home and give the distaff into my husband's hands.
And this is the works cited page.